The construction apocalypse follows us into 2023. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because, well, the construction apocalypse hasn't ended in 2022. It has followed us into 2023 with LDC Proprietary Limited going bust. And we can see here we'll have another one to the growing list of builders that we've been following on this channel. Let's jump over and, well, before we have a look at the article, let's look at the, well, Google reviews for the builder. I tried to find their website. It's down. It looks like they're a spec home builder, I suspect. I wouldn't be surprised. Here we go. So, 2 months ago, just be careful with this company. They take 5% deposit, and later in the track, they don't want to continue the job. Reason would be they quoted less, so they would want more money, and of course we can't pay, so we can't go ahead, and they won't refund our deposit. That's how they make money from clients. No, I don't think it's how they make money from clients. I think it's they've got no idea what inflation is. They've never experienced inflation. Okay? Honestly, how many people have experienced inflation in business? And the construction, well, the house sector has been overheated by the government intervention guys. Here's another one, critical. I wouldn't recommend using these guys 7 months ago. Our journey with these guys was a nightmare. Please don't fall in the same trap. They will ask for more money in the building stage even if you have a fixed price contract. It's better to build with another knockdown or custom builders. This is the thing. All the fixed price contracts don't have allowances for inflation. So these builders, they're getting screwed over. They can't factor it in. And look, 2 years ago, 5 stars. 5 stars. Oh, we had a bad one 3 hours ago. No. 9 months ago. So only the bad reviews have just appeared in the last couple of months. So it looks like we know what happened. Another example of the construction apocalypse. LDC built my first home, completed the house in high quality standard 2 years ago. The staff were easy to deal with, have a great work ethic, and work with integrity, which are rare to find. They also build houses according to your budget. LDC is currently looking to build my second home. Really highly recommend the builder. Here you go. 2 years ago again. The advisors at LDC helped me realize my dreams. 5 stars. So, yeah, I think we know what's going on here. Let's jump and have a look at, well, this article here, guys. So, construction firm LDC Proprietary Limited collapses owing $7 million. It seems to be a common story, doesn't it? LDC Proprietary Limited, based in Brisbane, went into liquidation on Friday and became the first casualty in the construction industry in 2023. A construction firm in Queensland collapsed owing $7 million and leaving nearly 50 projects unfinished. LDC Proprietary Limited, based in Brisbane, went, yep. The company owes creditors and subcontractors $7.03 million, the Courier Mail reported. It's going to be the subbies that cop it, isn't it? It is every time. I guess this is what drives up the cost of construction as well. People, when they get burned, like if a subbie's getting burned by LDC, they're going to have to spread their clients, they're going to have to spread the risk out, try and make back some of the money they've lost. Liquidator Bill Kagagios of McLeod's Accounting said LDC, which launched in 2018, obviously owes a lot more than its own assets. There are 48 building sites affected in southeast Queensland, 48. And we've reached out to the Queensland Building and Construction Commission, and they're aware of the company going into liquidation. They will contact the lot owners who had partially completed contracts. We will work with the QBCC and make sure they get what they need. LDC has 45 staff and owns more than $1 million in land, with $304,000 worth of work in progress. The company completed $19.4 million in works last year and more than $31.1 million the year before that. We are looking into the affairs of the company and see why it went down and try to get as much money as possible for the people who are owed money, he said. The construction industry has been plagued with a spate of collapses caused by a perfect storm of supply chain disruptions. skilled labour shortages, skyrocketing costs of materials and logistics, and extreme weather events. But there's one thing the author has neglected to mention, and that's what happens every single time in all of these articles. It's the fact that the government came to the rescue, everyone. And that involved keeping the zombies alive. They allowed a trading while insolvent. And that means the companies going into administration, external administration, drop well below where it normally was. And now it's creeping back up just to normal levels. It's taking a bit longer than I anticipated, but we all knew this was going to happen. And the problem is, if we have all of these builders collapsing, there's going to be flow on to subbies that get damaged. There's going to be a whole lot of issues with actually maintaining our ability to provide supply to people, to build enough houses. Because demand, yeah, okay, it may be a bit skittish now. Oh no, property lost 8% after going up 30%. But they're opening the floodgates, guys. Life is returning back to normal. And we can't forget all of that. And what else did they do? Oh, JobKeeper, remember that? And juicing the market. The cash rate at 0.1%. People trusted the RBA when they said the cash rate wasn't going to increase until 2024. Or no, sorry, they trusted the media reporting of that, which wasn't detailed enough. It was Koshy and, every other idiot on Today's Show. Does that still exist? You know what I mean? Those morning shows. And they just believe the headline. Probably because they don't know any different. But you've got to think about this. What the risk is, you locked in and plan for rate, and understand that, okay, if rates don't go up in 4 years and I've locked in at this rate, I'm going to be fine. If they go negative, then I could lose. What's the chances of it going negative in Australia? Very low with our current Reserve Bank governor. But the only reason I know that is because we were listening to footage of him talking to the Economic Standing Committee, to Parliament, to the politicians. And he was specifically targeting that issue and mentioning that. And that's why we know about that on this channel, because I went and watched that and we put it up here. Now, how many normies would do that? Normal people wouldn't do that. And the media never reported it, did they? All they reported was the fact that the banks were being told to prepare for the possibility of negative rates. And I remember discussing that. And we did videos where viewers from Europe would share the horrible experience of running a business with negative rates. It actually has the opposite effect of what they want it to do. They're hoping it would encourage you to get out there and spend, when all he needs to do here in Australia is just juice up the housing market. That'll get us spending, but negative rates don't. So people are getting burned by that. You got home builder, first homeowner grants, now shared equities. I got to update this chart. The government loan guarantees are down to 2%, and we're seeing single mothers now complain that rates have gone up and how they're going to manage. They got in on this 2% scheme. Now, here's the thing. Do we feel sorry for those people? Sure we do. But, they made the call. They're an adult. You've got negative gearing, which is part of our culture, and the super withdrawals. And I do not blame anyone at all for taking that super and using it to buy a house. I don't. It's so frustrating. You get all this money sitting there you can't touch until you're old. When, even if you had got all that money and just put it all into your house when you were younger, paid it off quicker, you'd have had so much more money in equity. Anyway, so we've got to remember all of this. And then just housing supply is just a terrible issue that's not going away. So guys, let's, have a bit of a talk about first one off the ranks for the construction apocalypse in 2023, guys. I hope all the subbies get paid, but they're probably not going to. I hope people get all their projects finished, but it's going to be even worse than normal. What can you do? You can check your builder to make sure they're going okay. But 2 years ago, the reviews were fantastic for these guys. They were probably, a young gun-ho firm, and boom, the world hit them. Ah, boy. Sadly, this won't be the last one. I think we're going to see more of this happening over the year. It's just people that have stretched it too far. 'Cause this is what happens. You get builders they'll start putting in their own money and just trying to keep it going. There's no winners in all of this. And honestly, the problem is they should never have overheated the market. They shouldn't have. But it's Australia. I'm just waiting for the next recession. What do you think the Labor government's going to do? Exactly the same thing as the coalition did. Probably handouts for housing, or they'll probably pump up the social housing. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Check out HeiseBim and Heise Does for other topics I discuss. If you're a fan and want to support us, you can financially on YouTube or Patreon, using our referral links, buying our pocket squares, or calling us if you need an architect. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Only one video again today. I'm exhausted. We were putting concrete in. What was it? The gentleman recognized me from the concrete company. A nice Irish bloke. There you go. Thanks for your help, mate, if you're watching. Take care. I'll see you next time.